Thank you for the opportunity. Here, I'm the first speaker from the opposition team. I totally disagree with our mission today, but before going to my arguments, here are some points of rebuttals. First, the government team say that if the child don't want to continue their education, then we as the parent will say okay. But we don't think that's true. First, we as the middle class, we need to increase their image, our image family, so that in the future, we can be a richer family. And also, as the middle class, maybe we have already good image, especially when we have in a village or in a lower class area, so that people will confuse when our kids don't continue to higher formal education. So it will make our image bad. And then the second one, the government team say that the kids can develop their own choice without formal education. We don't think that's true. It's wrong. Why? Because to develop your own potential, you need a teacher, or you need your friends who have the same potential as you, so that you can collaborate together, so that you can develop your own choice with them, so that it's gonna be easier. So that you need knowledge, and you can find it in formal education. And the third one, government team say that self-education is stronger to resonate kids when they don't want to pursue a choice in life. We don't think that's true. Why? Because self-education, you only receive few advices, maybe from your parents, from people around you, small people around you, little people around you, and it's only from one perspective. So you only saw something from one perspective. But in formal education, you can get many advices. For example, when you want to choose the major in the university, then you can come to the counseling teacher, and then you can ask them, what should I choose? Or you can ask your teachers, or you can ask your friends. And then the fourth one, government tips say that the type parenting, that we should let the kids to know about the meaning of life with their own curiosity. It's not valid. If you let the kids to know about the meaning of life with their curiosity, they're in their puberty age, they have a high curiosity. But if you let them just like that, and then maybe they will be like bad impact for them. For example, their curiosity will guide them into drugs user and etc. So it's bad for them. And the next one, government team say that we have to maximize our kids' potential. We don't think that's true. Why? Because although they have a good potential on something, on some aspect, or like on drawing, or on creating content or something, but if they don't like it, if they don't have any like on that aspect, then we have no right to force them to maximize their own potential. And then the next one, government team say that if a kid have a side potential to exercise, it's better for them to exercise it rather than following the formal education. But you know that by attending formal education, you can sharpen your own potential. For example, writer, you need grammar, right? And you can find it in formal education. You find it in Indonesian language lesson, or in photography. You can go to the club, journalistic club, and then you can join it. And you also can follow some certain competitions that is held by the schools or by other schools. And the next one, in the government team say that in digital era, all you need is creativity. It's wrong. Why? Because when in the future, for example, you have become TikToker, but in the future, when you lost your account or you are banned by the TikTok because you violate their own term and conditions, then you will lose your career there. But if you have knowledge in formal education, so that you can apply to any job. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, if we allow, or as the parents, if we allow, or if we support our child's choice to the private formal education, then it's gonna be bad. Why? First, there will be certain job loss or miss. For example, like teacher, lecturer. If every kids, we allow them not to continue their education, then who's gonna be the teacher in the next future, in the next generation? And the second one, education degree in Indonesia will decrease. Why? There are many people who don't study higher. They quit from school. The number of illiteration will increase. And the third one, it makes kids antisocial one. Why? Because they don't interact with with their peers in the school. They don't interact. They only interact with people they know. And the next one, kids don't have multiple talent because they only have talent in one aspect. For example, they only good at drawing or in digital drawing. So that they only be the digital artists, only that. But they don't know about math, which is it's really important, right? And the next one, if we don't support the kids to the prioritized from education, then it's gonna be good. Why? Because they can apply for work later in the future with their intelligence, and also it can increase education degree in Indonesia, illiteration will decrease, and etc. So there are many good impacts. Ladies and gentlemen, my first argument is it fix kids' mental health. Why? Because they not only focus on one aspect, they also focus on many aspects. But although they like that aspect, they like drawing, they like making content, but if they do it in the long term, they can be bored or they can be pressured by their own potential. So it's gonna make their mental health worse. They can be depressed, stressed with their own potential. Ladies and gentlemen, my second argument, we can supervise the interaction of children. Why? Because many parents, they busy at work, so they cannot always take care of their children, so they cannot always see how the progress of their own children. But by formal education, we can give half or our responsibility to the teachers to supervise or to aware our own children in the school, so that our kids will spend most of their time at school. So it's gonna be better for them, so that when we don't at home, the kids are at school, so that they will not go anywhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, my third argument, develops kids' interest or creativity. Why? Because in school they find their own interact in school, so they can interact with their fun. If kids only if kids only focus on one aspect, it will make them stuck only that. And because kids in their age is full of curiosity, then it gonna help to develop their own interest, and then it will train kids' attitude and discipline. Why? Because especially in middle class, you really have to show your good attitude as a middle class. So in school, you can learn discipline and etc. So we as the opposition, we will make kids priorities formal education, but we will not prohibit or stop them to increase their potential or their digital creativity skill. So we will allow them to take a course or to take any related extracurricular programs that relate at school. For example, if these kids good at photography, we will buy them, as the middle class, we will buy them camera, and we will tell them to join the journalistic club at school, so they can prioritize their formal education. And at the same time, they can also develop or increase their own digital creative skill or career potential. Thank you.